In this video, I will go through interview questions on certification. So every IIQ interview will have at least one question on certification. So let's see some of common or frequently asked questions on certification. So the first question or basic question is like explain certification phases. What are the phases available for certification? So like staging, activation, sign off, revocation, challenging period. So you need to explain or you need to go through the certification phases. So why staging is required? Staging is for administrator. So once it is launched in the staging period, you can make sure that all the required things are available and it's okay to launch. So once it is activated, it will go to the certifier, and certifier needs to approve or reject or take the actions. Once action is take, like challenge period will be there, like the reportee or the user can challenge, saying that he needs the access and all. Then again user owner needs to take the action. Then it will go to means he has to sign off. Then revocation will happen in the revocation period. If it is approved, like IAQ will just assign or do nothing. Then if it is a rejection or revocation, IAQ will launch the work items or launch the request to process the revocation. The like again notification will be the notification will be sent to the user on all the phases, like on activation, reminder, escalation notification will be sent, sign off notification will be sent, revocations notification, challenging notification. For each phases, notification will be there. Now each phases you can have a separate rule, custom rule to like you can have a custom rule on each phases to do some required or custom things. And explain the certification. So what are the certification you have configured or worked, like manager certification, target based certification, role certification, whatever the certification you can explain, like how you configured. Let's say if you gone through or if you have worked on manager certification, you need to explain the basic configuration you have done, like how many managers, like you can configure what are the managers, whether you added all the roles, entitlements, whatever the things, like population and all. Then the notification part, what are the notification you have configured on activation and how long activation will be there. That will be a life cycle thing, 1 month, 1 week, 10 days, depending upon the days. You can explain. And how you configure escalation notification or reminder notification for the frequency of escalation and reminders for every day or every 2 days, whatever the configuration you have done, you need to explain. Then rules, exclusion rule, pre-delegation rule, sign off rules you can have. Again, all the configurations, like how delegation need to happen, bulk approval, those configuration you can explain. Like how to configure multi-level assignments, like let's say for manager, once sign off is done, it needs to go for the next level of approval, like maybe for one work group or manager's manager and all. You need to, like if you want to configure, how you'll do that, we can do that through a sign off rule. You can check the history. If it is first sign off, then go to the manager. And again, how you audit the things on the certification, like on second level of approval, you need to get the audit things. So you can do it on, again, sign off rules. We need to use sign off rules to assign or create multi-level assignment. Then certification events. So how to configure certification events, like you can trigger the certification based on the change or attribute, like manager change or mover, like if a user is moving from one sector to another, like one organization within the project, one organization to another, from one level to another level, you can trigger the certification event. So on certification event, you can have, again, you can have a task for it or you can have an event. So you need to have a template. The certification will be triggered to the owner on for any particular user. Then again, owner needs to take action, and he can remove the non-required, unnecessary things and approve the required things. And what is forward, delegate, and reassignment? Delegate and reassignment. So delegation in the sense the item or entity will be sent to the new owner. Then again, once the action is done, it will come back to the original certification itself. And delegation, again, he'll delegate, like owner can again revoke the delegation in the bulk or a single entity. Again, reassignment, the original will move to the new owner. Again, after decision, it will come back to the original certification itself. In these two cases, like the items will come back after a decision. Like again, owner will have a rights to revoke the delegated or reassigned items, but the original, it's matters like the child, it will reassignment will create a new child cert, but delegate won't. But in case of forward, it will assign the to a new owner, the new certificate will be created, and owner might not have a rights to do the things. But it's not in delegate and reassignment case. And this thing will be done in the pre-delegation rule. There will be a attribute key. We can set reassign true or false, like for delegating or reassignment. This is about forward delegate reassignment concepts in certification. And yeah, means we will get other questions on, particularly on pre-delegation or exclusion rule, why we need it, how you can do it. They can give you as a scenario based, situation based questions, like you can explain, like we can have a custom file for both the pre-delegation and exclusion rule, a custom file to exclude required um, entitlements or entities, again pre-delegated for particular people. If the user if the if the certification is for any VPs or high profile people, you can delegate it to some work groups or separate teams. And again, if the owner manager is not required, like let's say if manager is LOA, he's only you can use the delegation rules for those things. And how certification happens in your organization, what the campaign, like the frequency of it, quarterly campaign, monthly, weekly, whatever the certification campaign you are having, they might ask you. And again, target based, how you add groups or population inside the certification process, those things also will come to the picture. This is all about certification interview questions on like IAQ certification interview questions. Thanks for watching.